Hey everyone, it's Will, and this is your tip of the day. And possibly the biggest and best advice I ever got was to know what your talents are, the people will pay you for, and the ones that you suck at. And in my latest blog, I wrote about this. It's called the campfire method. It's nothing brand new or crazy out in the world, but it's just how I really took myself from knocking on doors and not knowing what the hell I was doing with my life to running companies. And hopefully it helps for you. So let me run you through it real quick. It's very, very simple. It's called the campfire method. Think of it as like SEAL Team 6. You have a team lead, you have demolitions, riflemen, marksmen. There is certain aspects and skill traits that you have that other people want, and they're going to pay you money for it. And there are other things that you really suck at and that you should never spend time on, ever. Ever, ever, ever. So if you're not a spiritual person, you still need to have someone in your life that can give you information about spirituality or finance or marketing, something along that line. So here's the system, and here's how easy it is. Go to a friend. Go to someone who's successful in business or in spirituality, and then ask them, hey, could you help me out? I'm really trying to find a way to make a better life for myself, and I just would love a 5-minute call with you. And if they're a good person, they're going to take that call. Now, on that call, you should have an Excel or a piece of paper that looks like this in the blog. You're going to try to find the 3 skills that they think you have and what they would pay you for. Okay? So if it's sales, what would you pay me? I'm not asking you to hire me, but what do you think I'm worth, right? And your value of what you're worth may be way too high or way too low. And this is like a reality check. If you can find those 3 skills and what they pay, you can multiply it by 2,080. And that's the number of hours you should be working every year, minimum, if you really want to make it in this crazy economy right now. If you multiply your hourly rate by the amount of hours, if you focus solely on sales or marketing or spirituality, what would someone pay you for? It's going to be shocking. Now you'll know your true worth. You'll thank them for it. You go on to the next person. And this is really a revelation that I had where I found out that people loved me and my skills in sales and marketing. And that's what I do. Those are the 2 things. Those are the only 2 things I do. Because I know what its worth is compared to my number 3 talent, which they wouldn't pay me anything for, hardly at all, right? They said I was good in it, but they'd only pay me $40 an hour. $40 an hour in high inflation is not going to get you where you need to go to run a company, okay? So in that case, you find your annual earnings, and then you can focus 80% of your time on that number 1 talent. That's all you should be doing. You'll make more money. You'll make more money for your customers, your clients, your bosses, anybody and everything, okay? Once you have this, now you can start recruiting people for your campfire. You have these seats, and there's 6 seats. You got to have someone who has a legal background. Maybe that's you, maybe it's not. You got to have someone who knows sales in and out. And we're talking about VPs, people that run companies, somebody that you trust that can give you good sound advice. You got to have someone who knows marketing inside and out. You got to know someone who has a financial background, spiritual background, and health background. If you've got somebody that can give you guidance on all of those, then you can take your key talent and give them value back. And by doing that, I don't have to be an expert in spirituality. I don't have to be an expert in health. Those are 2 things that I think I'm pretty good spiritually or health-wise, but I'm not an expert. So I have those 2 people every time I have a question. I say, hey, let me bounce something by you. Okay? It helps me personally and professionally. And if you guys follow this, I promise you, your life will start to change. I'm not here as a guru. I was taught these things. And since I did these things, my life has it has totally done a 360. I earn more money. I get to spend more time with my family. And I'm getting to experience things that I never thought was a possibility, from knocking on doors and selling vacuums to now running companies. So if you guys just look at your top 3 talents, find what the value is, and then say, I can fill this seat. I need to find people to fill these seats at my campfire. I'm going to tell you, your life is going to change. And I hope that this video helps at least just one person out there change their life like it did mine. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.